We are going live. What's up, everybody? It's Tyler with Hook Sets Are Free. Hope you guys are doing well. It is a little after 9 o'clock here on Sunday night, September the 4th, 2022. So it is the night before Labor Day, and I haven't been on here in a week or two. So, first and foremost, I just wanted to show my face and let you all know that I'm doing just fine. I've been super busy with work the last couple weeks and with my kids having started school, so I just haven't had a lot of time or nights to where I can get on here and do a live stream. So I apologize for that, but I hope all is well with you guys. Um, I'll give people a couple of minutes to hop in here. I'm going to crack open this beer. This is one of my all-time favorite beers. This guy is brewed here in the great state of Colorado by Odell Brewing Company, and it's the Drumroll Hazy Pale Ale, and it's fantastic. So cheers, everybody. Hope you're having a great holiday weekend. Unfortunately, I had to work today, and I'm working tomorrow, but all is well in my world. So thank you for asking, Ryan. Hope you and yours are doing well also. Thank you. Daniel T in the house. What's up, my man? Adam Odin. What's up? Long time no see indeed. Mark in the house. JP. Yo yo indeed. We got Brendan in the house. What's up, guys? How are you all doing? Happy Sunday night to you. So, it is a holiday weekend. Tomorrow is Labor Day, and as all of you guys know, all of my fellow bait nerds, you guys know that there's sales going on pretty much everywhere right now. It is one of those times during the year, maybe there's a half a dozen or 8 different times like this during the year where there's pretty good sales going on. So most places have like a 15% off type of deal going on for the most part. And so we're going to do a little shopping tonight. Rich says tucked in with Tyler. Well, okie dokie. Ryan says, I'm sitting in the combine. Nice night for a live stream. Working and watching. I hear you, dude. All right. So, first and foremost, we're going to do discount tackle and we're going to place my monthly order. So, this is less of like an impulse holiday purchase and more of just like you guys getting to understand my thought process when it comes to shopping at discount tackle because a lot of it is impulse purchases. It doesn't always necessarily make sense. It's a little bit of a scatterbrained uh, way of going about shopping. And so you're going to see kind of how that goes tonight. I may or may not have been poking around a little bit the last week or so. So we'll see kind of what it is that I remember was in my cart or was of interest to me at the time. And we'll kind of go from there. So without any further ado, we're 4 minutes in. Cheers, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen, and we'll hop on Discount Tackle, see what kind of deals they got going on, and do a little bit of shopping. So, JP says Odell is money. I used to buy that when I would go out west. Yeah, money indeed. You're right about that. Brendan says I've gained 133 subs in the past 4 weeks. Just hit 617 subscribers. Congratulations, man. That is pretty sweet. Congratulations on the growth and on the milestone, if you will. Good evening to you as well, Simon. Brennan says I love shopping for tackle. Just bought a GFB, a few HUDs, and I'm contemplating getting a Depths 250. Jeez, dude. Going all in on the swim baits. I don't blame you though. Adam just placed his tackle warehouse order right before we went live. I can't help but think that might have been a strategic tactic on your end to avoid making a bigger order than you might have if you waited till after the stream. So who knows? Let's get into doing some shopping, guys. I want your input as we're doing some shopping. So I am gonna share my screen, but I'm only looking at one monitor right now. So I'm gonna be shopping, and then every few minutes I'm gonna jump back over to look at your guys' comments. So without any further ado, let's just get right into shopping at Discount Tackle. Like I said, so as you can see on the homepage, they've got a Labor Day sale going on, 25% on Rapala, Z-Man, Strike King, Yozuri 13, Spro, Gamakatsu, VMC. So that's pretty cool. Do not mistake this Megabass being right below that. You cannot save 20% on Megabass pretty much anywhere, anytime. So anyway, look, 13 Fishing, BAMF Shad, 50% off. This is an 8-inch swim bait and hook combo. So they're selling an Owner Beast Discount Tackle exclusive. I'm not sure what's exclusive here. Oh, Discount Tackle's exclusive color with 13, the Mean Green Shad. Oh, that's pretty cool. So this color, I guess, is custom to Discount Tackle. You get this darker green pumpkin tail and a little bit more of like a carp bass like color pattern on the body. So interesting, but what do you get? Two 8-inch bodies and a pack of Owner Beast 12-aught hooks for 25 bucks. Well, it says that's 50% off, but is it really? Oh, there's that exclusive color, Mean Green Shad. So 15 bucks is what it costs. Oh, okay. So they're saying retail price for an 8-inch is 20 bucks. But because they're on sale at Discount Tackle, you can get them for 20 or 15 bucks a pop. So it would be 20, 40 plus the hooks. Yeah, that could be right, math-wise. Otherwise, if you bought these a la carte from Discount Tackle, you'd be spending 30 on the swim baits plus, what is it, 12-aught? You get 2 in a pack. 12-aught costs 10 bucks. So 10 in, what was it? 22? No, 10 in 30. So you'd spend 40 bucks to buy them a la carte, already discounted from Discount Tackle's pricing. So either way, it is a good deal. I don't know that I necessarily need 2 8-inch swim baits. Should I get one just with the intent to like give half of it away? Would you guys, should I do that or no? Brendan, no, they are not really stiff baits. So here's what the tail looks like on these guys. You got a deep belly slot. You got a nice hook slot on top. This is the 5-inch version of the bait. And no, it's actually really nice. Super soft. Collapsible. It's a good bait. So the 8-inch at $20 per bait is definitely pretty steep. Otherwise for the 5-inch, you get two to a pack for like $15. Definitely a bit more affordable. But for a deal like this that they're running right now on Discount Tackle, it's almost tempting to try the 8-inch because the price tag is a little bit more realistic. So, yeah, it's definitely a good bait, but let's hold off on putting it in the cart just yet. Let me go back to sharing and let's move on, but keep in mind that that's on sale. Otherwise, get some free line when you buy a Lew's rod or reel and a free rod sleeve with the purchase. Okay. So I always love to go check out what's new at Discount Tackle. This is just a habit of mine. So there's that deal we looked at, some Gamakatsu terminal tackle, including these jig heads that I warned you to not get. Right, guys? I showed these just like, I don't know, a month or so ago. I bought them impulse purchase from maybe Tackle Warehouse, 4th of July purchase or something like that. And I'm not super impressed with them. So just a reminder, don't get these Gamakatsu round 26Rs. They look awesome, but are not nearly as cool as they look. Okay, this was a bait that definitely caught my eye that I'm interested in. And this is the new tiny swim jig, Midwest Finesse swim jig, put out by Z-Man. They just released this at iCast. I haven't seen this available other places. Maybe they just became available everywhere, but $374 is a good price on these. That's that 25% off price tag. So I'm going to grab a couple of these. They've got a 3/0 light wire hook on them. Says that they pair well with the Baby Goat and the 3-inch Slim Swims. So let's see here. Definitely love that bluegill color. Black and blue could be good. So they make these in weights 5/32, 3/16, and a quarter. So I usually throw a quarter when I'm throwing like a lighter swim jig, but this is a really small profile. So maybe I'll go 3/16 on it. Let's throw one of these bluegills in. So we got white, green pumpkin, gizzard shad, citrus shad, bluegill, and black and blue. I mean, should I be boring with it? I'll stay off of the black and blue. I'll go with a standard green pumpkin and a standard white. I'm going boring with it. Sorry, guys. So 3 of these Midwest Finesse swim jigs. Gonna try those out and see how I feel about them. $10 into those is not something I am mad about. So gonna give those a whirl. Looks like we got Matt in the house. Dave Jolly in the house. What's up? What's up, homies? Okay. Let's get back into this right here. So the micro stingers are all that are left of the micro baits that Z-Man came out with at iCast. This is the only one that they have left in stock and only in this pink color. So I'm not going to get these right now. I'll wait for them. That is just fine. But these micro jig heads I might be interested in because I do have some small size baits that would pair well with this. I'm curious about these. So they make them in 1/10, 1/15, 1/20th. Those are all sizes. They already make the normal one. And then the 1/30th is the smallest and the lightest one that they make in that. And that comes with a size 6 hook in it. So I like that. And they offer it in 4 different colors. So I want the 1/30th, and that's not available in the chartreuse. So, or the black. So that leaves us with red or this white glow color. Let's go with a red 1/30th and keep moving. There's that new Diesel Eye jig head that won at ICAST. This is really a saltwater jig head. It's got a 6/0 and an 8/0 giant hook in it that's forged and has a wild look to it. And they make these things in weights up to like 6 ounces or something crazy. They're only carrying them up to 3 ounces here at Discount Tackle, but no need for those for me. The Shimano McBeths, they still haven't gotten any other colors in stock. I did misspeak when I unboxed these for you guys last month. They do have a couple of colors. So you'll see red craw, you'll see hot mustard, and then you'll see the two that I got, this chartreuse and purple, and then the clear green crawdad. But anyway, I'm waiting until more colors in these McBeths come in stock to get them. Zaco 3-inch doesn't really appeal to me too much at the moment, so I'm going to skip over that. Now these net bait fuel infused baits do appeal to me. I unboxed a couple of these last month, like 1 pack of each of these baits, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I've got the flat-sided shad here, which was one that I actually was surprised and, not that happy about. It's a really flat bait. The crush worm, I do really like. This has like a hand-poured feel and vibe to it. 3.8-inch worm. So that's one that maybe I would stock up on. $5.60 a pack. The dagger was one that I think is really interesting as a potential flipping and punching style bait. Really doesn't have a lot of plastic when you look at it. It's just down this middle of the body where the hook lays. So, it's a compact profile, goes in and out of cover really easily, and one that I think is interesting for sure. And then the Paca Slim, I was pleasantly surprised and happy to see that they're putting bait fuel in it. So might get another pack of the Paca Slims. Last month I just got some in green pumpkin. So let's take a look at what other colors they have. And they have these cool colors that you can't find at other places just yet. So these are already in stock. This Black Shadow Flare, the Coosa Flare, Delta Flare. They're calling it Flare when these tips are like this, the Okeechobee Flare. It's a pretty cool look. It's like a dipped look to it. A lot of good colors. So let's grab maybe 2 packs of these dipped tails. Delta Flare, I like that color. Coosa Flare. Which side is the top? That one? I don't know about that. All right, cool. So Black Shadow Flare, 4-inch, done. And Delta Flare, with the red tips. I like that. 4-inch, done. Okay. Now, let me catch up on these comments. All right. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to keep up with your comments, especially if you guys are just, uh, talking amongst yourselves. It's hard for me to really understand what it is that you're talking about. But need that June bug flare, huh? You guys are talking about flares and flares, like flare from the Guggen Squad. Yeah, it would be cool if they had a Guggen or a June bug flared tips, because I like this June bug a lot and I'm tempted to get it. I'm going to skip over it for now. Just go with those 2 flare colors. Okay. Keep it moving. So once we get a couple pages into the what's new at Discount Tackle, then I'm just going to straight up move on. So the Sleeper Gill, FYI, is back in stock at Discount Tackle. Okay? $9.99, standard full price, but it's back in stock. They've got most colors in stock here. Some really good ones. The only 2 that are sold out are the Brownie and the Wild Gill. Otherwise, they're all in stock. So use my link if you're going to make a purchase from Discount Tackle. All right. Daniel, if you wouldn't mind pasting my link in the chat right now, I would super appreciate that. And then we're into the Shimano Spro Life Target stuff that was new like 6 weeks ago. So we're already way back. Here's the Shimano World Pop. That's when Bait Fuel was new. So goodness, they haven't gotten a lot of new product in the last 2 months or so, really over the course of the summer. Maybe they've been saving their budget for stuff that's new from iCast or something. I don't really know. But let's go to what they're running during the sale. $25% off. Big brands. Now, Discount Tackle automatically sorts by best selling. So that's a decent way to go. And we can go through a couple pages like this real quick. And then I'll show you another way that you can sort. But this is going to be Z-Man stuff, which is on sale and a good price. Although, do they really retail for $5? I'm not sure about that. Jackhammer for $11.99. That's a good deal for sure. Okay. I don't really need to stock up on Z-Man stuff at the moment. Thunder Crickets for $10.49. These redfish eye jig heads are definitely good ones. Just kind of flying through this stuff because we got Rage Tail for $5.24 or Z-Man stuff for like $4. Strike King KVD 1.5 for $5. Z-Man Nedlocks EWG is a good hook, but that's not a good price. I love this wake bait. If you guys don't already use the Strike King KVD 2.5 wake bait, you need to use it, and it's on sale for $6 right now. It's essentially the same body as the KVD 2.5 square bill, but with a wake bait lip on it and with a hard knock rattle inside it. Super loud, great action. You can fish it at any speed and it comes in some great color patterns. So I really like the oyster color pattern, which is kind of like a bone. Really like the natural shad. Um, I really like the green gizzard shad. And then I've had good luck on the chrome sexy shad and the shizzle as well. But that's a great bait. KVD 2.5 wake if you don't already have it. So a lot of good baits here that I'm simply passing over because I already have. Don't need to stock up on more. The Z-Man Micro Finesse Jig, 1/8 ounce, is a bait that I do love. 2 to a pack, $4. Really good deal there. Again, just don't really need them right now. So not going to stock up. Trout Eye Jig Head, again, pairs perfectly with the 3-inch Z-Man Minnows. That is the jig head to use. Yozuri says it has a new color or some new colors in the 1.5 square bill. So let's check out what do we got here, because I do like this square bill. Got it in a handful of colors, or at least a couple of colors right now. Real baby bass. That's pretty cool. Real bluegill. I've already got this color. Real brown craw. Real gizzard shad. I might already have that. Real perch. I like that. And real green crawfish already sold out. Let's just, for the heck of it, throw one of these perch ones in here for now. Impulse. And let's keep moving. And the Z-Man Mag Fatties is one of my favorite big straight tail worms. And I ought to show you guys sometime just all the different things that you can do with it because of its length and how you can modify it, if you will. So really cool bait, not hollow at all, has a flat bottom, and it's a really good deal. $4 for a 6-pack of these big baits. And I've already got a handful of packs of them. So oh, what the hey. I think I've got black and blue, green pumpkin, and plum. What about Canada craw? California craw? Maybe that's best. Let's do that. Okay. Onward. Nico Shrooms nose weights. Can never have too many of those. I find myself stocking up on maybe a couple packs per year of those. Just kind of nature of the beast. Nail weights are going to go no matter what kind you're using. So I'm seeing Yozuri stuff. Maybe we need to make sure that we don't lose track of Yozuri. See what else they got that might catch my attention. The Rapala mid-size brat could be worth looking for if they have it, as could the DT8. There's the DT4. New colors of the rock crawler. Okay. So that page made me think of a lot of stuff, but didn't really have me actually interested in anything. Feel like maybe we should look at the rock crawler. New colors of the 3DB pencil. This is a good walking bait. And I would say perhaps underrated. $7.50 is a very good price. This is 25% off right now. That black color is new. I like the 3 hooks on the big one. 5-inch. That's like a 125 size. Also have a bone color and then some prism style finishes. I have this color. Maybe one other, I'm not sure. Oh, they've got all those real colors in these walking baits. Interesting. Real bluegill in a walking bait. Well, screw it. I'm still going with the black. And we're going to modify the cart here when we kind of wrap up in a matter of like 10 or 15 minutes. But let's go to Rock Crawler. What did we see here? And why don't you guys shout out in the comments if there's something that you want me to look up. So I like the medium diving rock crawlers. I prefer the 55 over the 50 because of the size and weight. If you look, the 55 is a just over 2-inch, but it's a ½ ounce bait. Whereas the 50 is right at 2-inch, but it's 5/16 of an ounce. So much more difficult to throw. And it's got roughly the same diving depth, and it's really not that much smaller. So I do much prefer the 55 over the 50. And let's see what new colors they have. This clear gill looks tight, but they don't say that it's a new color. Delta Craw. That's nice. Kind of like a matte style craw pattern. Ghost Orange Craw. Okay. Goby, look at that thing. That's not new, but I haven't seen that. Like the look of that. Olive Craw. Like that a lot. It looks like they almost like tried to paint to make it look like it's a little late raised and like a crawfish, like the back of it. And then sparkle shad. Look at that. That is insane. So usually rock crawlers are like craw imitation baits. You don't see many colors in shad or bluegill patterns, but it's interesting and cool to see them coming up with, an extra couple shad patterns, a bluegill pattern, a goby pattern in addition to all these craws. So I'm going to add one of these olive craws. Maybe I'll come back and add another color, but let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Brendan says, get the purple one. What purple one are you talking about, dude? You talking about the purple one on the screen right now? That salmon fishing color, dude? I'm not doing that. Daniel says, I like that ghost orange craw. Yeah, I do too. It looks like they actually paint a little bit of the bill of it. It reminds me of, I think the Wigglewort started it. You see all of these just have clear bills. All of them do. And then it's just that orange craw. Where did it go? That has just a hint of that orange on the bill. That's pretty cool. But that goby color looks pretty underrated. So very interesting. I like those new colors. I wish there was a way to search on Discount Tackle for all products that have new colors. I don't think there's a way to do that. So we can just maybe go one more page before then we filter by price or otherwise. and take a look at how much we have in our cart because we're not trying to get too much. Oh, I did want to get some of the goat toads in black if they're in stock. I remember that much. Boom, shakalaka. We got them. So do that, which is great. I remember also wanting to get hmm. And now I don't remember. It was on the tip of my tongue. Felt like I had it for a moment, and now it's gone. So those Rapala baits could be worth looking at. Okay. The Z-Man SMH doesn't appeal to me too much. I don't know why, but I'm a sucker for big baits and an 8-inch fluke style bait. I've had this in the chartreuse color before. The smoky shad is a great color. I don't know if I'm going to leave that in the cart or not, but the Turbo Fatties is one that I need to put more time into for sure. I bought those last year. I've fished them just a couple of times. I think they're going to do better than I would have thought as like a swim jig trailer, chatterbait trailer, and also just generally cutting them down a little bit. They're pretty big bait. Some new colors on the Yozuri popper. I wonder if it's the same colors. I would presume it's the same colors. Blueback herring, real bluegill, real gizzard shad, real golden shiner. Okay. I've seen those. They're not really that new. So I'm not sure why they're saying that, but oh well. Okay, the Baby Z2 is a bait that if you pay attention to professional fishing and you like to uh, try and find out what the pros are using in tournaments, you ought to know that a ton of the pros use this bait right here as one of their go-to drop shot baits. And I do too, and have been for a few years now. And it is fantastic. So it's an Elastec bait or 3X plastic poured by Z-Man for Strike King. And really good bait. Almost all the colors are great. There's only 6 of them. So you can see here, Arkansas Shiner is perhaps my favorite. Blue Glimmer is awesome. You can't see what it actually looks like until it's in the light. It's not a pearl white at all. It's like a very translucent color, as is this gray glimmer pearl belly. So just get 1 pack of those for now. Maybe come back and add another one. I always stay stocked on those baits for sure. 9-inch grub, pretty crazy. The cross eyes Power Finesse jig is a jig that I like. It's on sale for $3.97 right now. It's a good price, but I don't know if it's enough to push me over the edge and add one into the cart right now. Is there something that you guys want me to specifically look up? Let's check out the Chick Magnet and see if there's colors that I don't have, because it's 25% off and $7.50 is a good deal on the Chick Magnet. I've got the blue rock craw and like it a lot. The fire craw, green gizzard shed. Do I have that green gizzard shed? Um, I might have just gotten it last month. Maybe I should hold off. Or maybe I should buy it, and if it's a duplicate, give it to one of you guys. We'll find out. All right. Bat Wings is a great trailer and one that I do want to buy some of, so wonder if I should right now. We're going on to page 7 or something. So at this point, we're just wandering around the site, which feels a little bit dumb because we're on a live stream and I'm not really engaging with you guys. So let's hone it in and wrap up this purchase right now. Looks like Rich is out of here. Happy shopping. Okay. Happy Labor Day to you, my man. Brendan says that bubblegum color would kill it. I need a few in that 8-inch. Well, go for it, dude. That's a good question, man. I don't know um, if or when Z-Man will get bought out. Matt says the Spro Pintail minnows look really good and have a small fluke profile that kind of remind me of the OSP HP minnow. Yeah, that's worth mentioning. Um, they kind of do because they have that hole on top. I don't have them handy. Maybe I do. Let's see if I can grab a pack right now. I guess I just fished them recently, so I don't because I only have the pintail stick, not the pintail minnow on me. The pintail minnows I took with me to fish recently. So either way, yeah, they're an interesting looking bait, but I will say I have the smaller size and I don't regret it, but I wish I would have bought the bigger size of that pintail minnow. So if you're gonna get them, get the bigger ones because the tails are kind of long. Brendan says, look for a Strike King Series 4 crank, underrated crank. It has caught me a lot of good sized fish this year. Really? Series 4. So I really like the Series 3, and I will agree with you that they are definitely underrated crankbaits. I don't know. I already passed over them for sure, didn't I? Let's see if there's anything worth looking at on this page before we look a couple things up individually. Okay. So, what about a DT8? I don't know how 719 compares elsewhere. Probably not a lot cheaper. Um, so I don't know if it's worth it to buy any of these right now, but the DT8 is one that I am interested in trying simply because it bridges a gap. It gets a little bit deeper than the DT6, but essentially gives you everything that a DT6 is. It gets a little deeper, bridges that gap, gets you closer to what the DT10 does, but without the profile or quite the sound of a DT10. So anyway, maybe let's skip over the DT8 right now. What did I say? The mid-size brat. I don't know. $7.50. I love the brat, but I don't know if I really need a mid brat per se. That's where I am hesitant. So what are we working with in the cart? $68. Chick Magnet, Baby Z2, Streaks XL, Goat Toads, Rock Crawler, Pencil from Yozuri, Mag Fatties, Yozuri 1.5, couple Netbait Pack of Slims, and a few Z-Man Midwest Finesse swim jigs. That's not a bad order. I would not be mad about just closing that out. You know what's wild is Z-Man makes a soft jerk bait that is the exact same thing as the Baby Z2 and the Z2, and they sell it themselves under the name the Streaks. So it's a 3.75 and a 5-inch. That's the Baby Z2 and the Z2. They even sell it in some of the same exact colors, like pearl. Here they call this Shiner instead of Arkansas Shiner, but I'm pretty sure that's the same. Smelt instead of that gray glimmer. The deal, same exact color. So they've just got a little bit wider color selection, which is cool. And I will say this Ralph's Shad with all this purple and purple flake in there looks badass. Same size as the Baby Z2. I'll add that in there. And let's pretty much call that an order and move on. So I'm going to skip out on the BAMF Shad deal that is the 50% off, because that would put me right at about $100 if I added that to the cart. So I would want to significantly alter what I have in here. I kind of want to add another one of the rock crawlers with those new colors. This olive craw looks sweet. One or two of the other ones did too. So anyway, that's roughly what I'm going to have for my order and what you'll see me unbox in about a week. Let's move on to a new website. All right. Daniel says, I like my DT8. Good to know. Brendan says, all you need is a 6, 8, 14, and 20. Well, I don't know. Everyone's got different opinions, right? I would say all you need is a 6, 8, and 10, but I don't fish deep. So everybody has their own opinion about where they prefer to crank, and what the best action is. You know, if I'm fishing dirt shallow, a DT4 is an awesome bait, but I also really like a DT6 in cold water when I'm wanting to crank rock. So the 8, I'm wondering how it'll fit in, and either way, I want to try it. You say DT8 and green gizzard catches fish. Brendan says it's a great bait for the price, but I would go with a Black Label balsa for a more refined bait. Interesting. Yeah, and to each their own, right? I mean, a Rapala DT is going to cost you $7, right? So we're not really talking about the same thing. You know, a black label is going to cost you what, $18 or something. So we're talking 2.5 times the price. So if you're someone who cranks a lot and you know, you hang baits up a lot, then maybe you have more confidence in throwing a DT and just fishing them aggressively and not feeling the pain when you hang them up and lose them. Brendan says all I need is a 6, 8, 14, and 20. That's right. All you need. That is correct. All right, so let's move on to sharing a new new screen for you. So let's share. Let's go to the hookup tackle, perhaps. What do you think about that? The hookup tackle. So the way that I navigate the hookup is from the homepage first. Love seeing, they post what is recent, what is new. So here's the new Respect color, Gen Roku, which looks pretty cool. Gold and red with some scaling on it. Interesting. This new Megabass Switch is why we're here. Okay, this bait looks wicked. Super cool looking bait. They just talked about it in their video yesterday of what's new at the hookup. And this is a bait with an adjustable lip, which you can click down for it to go into wake mode, or you can click it up to where it is now, where it will swim and dive a little bit. So it has a couple of different modes. When it's in wake mode, it will walk for you. Really cool double jointed 3-piece wake bait here. Wake bait crankbait, I suppose. $40. So not cheap, but you can see here that you can transform it. Wake mode, dive mode. And they even have a video here about it. You can see how that works there. Just clicks back and forth, which is pretty sweet. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, because it's got a lot of body roll. Got a decent little walk to it, and then it goes right back to swimming. And on a straight swim, I think the bait looks great. You can see with all that roll to it, that a flashy color pattern will probably do you really well. So that Switch definitely gets my attention and is one. Oh, look, there's Matt's stream from the other night. So this Switch gets my attention. I'm probably going to get one. And now I just need to decide what color pattern I like best. I'm surprised more of these are not sold out yet. Oh, goodness. I'm a sucker for matte shad. I'm probably going to get that color. I don't know why they call it something different. What do they call this? Bunbury Pro Blue? Okay. Well, looks like a couple of colors have sold out in the last day, but I always love a good Oikawa. Like even this one would work well for me. This one, I've got baits in both of those colors that I like a lot. But let's go with this matte shad color and add that to the cart. They've only got 9 left in stock. So 40 bucks, this starts adding up pretty quickly, but that bait is one that I wanted to try for sure. Although that doesn't really show the flash. Brendan says, get the pink and go crazy. Should I? Maybe I should. How much flash does the pink have, though, is the thing. It's a frosted color, right? It's that frozen Hasu. I don't know if it's going to give off a lot of flash. So maybe really I need to get a color like this, the Sazen Hasu or the Setsuki IU, to really give it that flash, you know? Otherwise, some of these colors that I would ordinarily get are already sold out. You know, the GG Tennessee Shad would have been my first pick. The Wagen Oikawa would have been up there. Ghost Wakasagi, great colors. So there's, you know, I'm not surprised that they're sold out, but it's like, should I just get this Setsuki IU? Or should I stay with the matte color? I'm going to go with the flash. All right. Now, what else should we look at the hookup? Because navigating their website is a little bit different, right? They tell you here 15% off store wide. That's awesome, right? Does not include these brands. So Megabass, Lucky Craft ought to keep that in mind. Same with Jackal, Reaction Innovations, etc. So we can see what they've posted about on social media the last couple days. Here's that bait we just looked at. Here's another one. This is the Batra X from Megabass. So maybe we should look that one up. I don't know if I really want it necessarily, but depending on the deal, it's 20 bucks. So this is a really interesting bait that you can see. This is a frog body with frog hooks, and then it's got this attached piece on the nose that makes it have a crawler type of action on the surface. Not only that, but it has a plopper style tail on the rear on a swivel that has a built-in double hook attached to the tail. So super cool. I like that there's a hook built into this tail. So is it worth 20 bucks? Probably not. But the cool thing about this bait is you can remove this clear plastic crawler piece from the nose, and then it just turns into a straight retrieve, tackle sprinker type of bait. So this is a 2 actions in 1 bait type of bait, which I think is interesting. Let's take a look at the colors real quick. These colors don't really wow me or scream Megabass, if you ask me. But the Batra X definitely looks like an interesting bait. I just don't know if I need to have one right now, Dave says I'd go for the one left of Setsuki. Was that one in stock? I don't know about that, dude. Really? They had the pink one in the hookups video? I mean, dude, I'll go wild. I don't care, dude. That's part of what's fun about us shopping together right now. I mean, didn't I get that pink color? No, not quite. I just got the frozen Hasu with the big walking bait. So you're right. Let's go pink back. Let's go wild. Pull those other two from the cart. Well, and what was the one left of Satsuki? Because I'm pretty sure. Oh, the Wagon. Okay. Yeah. Well, tempting, but we've already decided we're going not natural. This is going to be a reaction bait. Okay. And let's move on. Let's see what else they've posted on social media the last couple days, because usually you can only see a couple days out for what they've posted. Yeah, and it's really just these few baits here. Otherwise, promoting the Labor Day sale. Here's that bait that Matt just bought. This crazy like bullet dildo looking bait. Um, what's it called? The Wild Lures Bullet. Sorry, that was rude of me to call it a dildo. But the Nishini Erie 115 is one we should look at. Erie 115. So was it the high floating minnow? That was that top water, wasn't it? So yeah, this was the one that they talked about at ICAST this year. That seemed really interesting. You know, working a jerk bait like a top water on the surface and having it just barely dipping below the surface and then coming back up. Maybe occasionally twitching it multiple times. But here we've got a very unnatural color pattern in what they call peach. So chartreuse on the belly, kind of a frosted side there, or this Wakasagi color, which is super chromy. And I'm going to go with the Wakasagi and just buy one of these since they're 20 bucks a pop. But I'll tell you that's a big part of how I cruise around on the Hookups website is by seeing what they've talked about most recently on YouTube and on Instagram, what they've been posting about, because that lets me know what is new at the Hookup and new in general. So the Bassariski frog might be worth a quick peek, as might be, this looks like the Depths MT Wake, if I'm not mistaken. And the OSP Blitz SSR. So let's take a look at those. MT Wake. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? Sure looks like it. Bone Shad. Ooh, that Horizon Shad looks good. Jet Black with a black black blade would be good. Bluegill. Whoa, the wild pink. Okay. So if I were to get this bait, black, bone are pretty much the ones I'd go with. Bone, shad, or black. And do you think this is what do you think about this bait? Is it worth adding it to my cart? Do you have it? Would you get it? What do you think about the MT Wake? All right, let me catch up on comments because I'm way behind. Oh, I buy eye shads. Okay. Adam says Nishini has the coolest shapes. Yeah, I hear you. Dave says the Simcoe 75 lipless is in stock finally at the hookup. Okay, so the Nishini lipless, maybe need to take a peek at that guy. Oh, what is this? I am blocking this person, but yes, sorry that we've got some gnarly comments here. Matt says you can get a head in Big Bud on eBay, and the originator is the originator of that bait, and it's cheaper. Okay. Well, good to know. So maybe I will skip the MT wake. What was it that we were just talking about, though? I already forgot. Dag nabbit. Oh, the Blitz SSR might need to take a quick look at. So the SSR only goes to, well, it says 3 to 5 feet. I didn't think it ran quite that deep, but let's see what colors they have in stock of this guy here. Nope. Yup. Nope. Nope. Yup. Nope. Yup. Yup. Nope. Yup. Gosh, that's bright. Nope. Yup. Nope. Nope. Okay, so there's only a couple or a handful of colors in stock in this guy. I kind of like this GF Spawn Red. I don't know. I doubt I'll get it, but let's just put it in the cart for now. What was the bait that you guys just mentioned? That Blitz matte shad color is dope, says Dave. Yeah. Okay, so need to look up the Nishini Simcoe, right? That's what we were just going to check out. Let's look up Simcoe. So now tell me, what does this bait do better? I see the multiple line ties, which obviously is a selling point. Um, it's got F and B, which I assume is front and back, but tying on the front position allows the bait to be burned, creating less water resistance, creates a darting action when jerked and on the fall. Tying on the back position allows the bait to be retrieved slowly and generates maximum vibration with more water pushing and less snagging. Okay. Interesante, no? So let's see. Do they have any of these in stock? The matte orange tiger, the matte hot tiger. Ooh, ghost shad looks cool. I like that you can see through that. And then this chartreuse shad, that's just classic, but out of stock. So the two coolest colors are out of stock, of course. But we can get this ghost shad color. And that looks rad as it is. So maybe we should just do that. Okay, any other baits worth looking at from the hookup? Because I'm gonna sign out of the hookup pretty soon, and really the main reason that I wanted to make the purchase here was that Megabass bait that we already looked at. So if we look at the hookup, you can search by clearance, which I sometimes like to take a peek at what is on sale. Like, occasionally if I see this, I might say, okay, I could use these for free rigging. How light do they go? I could go down to a quarter, but it's 11.99 and you get 3 in a pack. I mean, that's crazy. So that's not really clearance. I guess you have to get a bigger size to get that $4.49 price tag. Here's the Shine Glide, and I bought some of these colors last time. So if any of these speak to you, you should definitely check out the website because hell of a deal. I guess this is the only size and color they have in stock right now, but $17.99 for a $30 bait, big bait, right? This is the Magnum Shine Glide, 4.5 ounce, 9-inch bait. I just picked up 2 of those recently, so no need for that. Got some chatter baits from Picasso, some Lucky Craft baits, Duo Realis, little mix of everything, but nothing that like really jumps out at me. The Fula Shrimp, which is interesting. It's like a fat Ica made by Amakatsu. It's interesting when you go down the rabbit hole into the JDM world, you'll start to see that there's a lot of copycat stuff that goes on in their world. And all of a sudden, there's 5 or 10 different bait makers, big lure manufacturers that are all making the same style bait, same weird shape that doesn't even exist here in the US, but has caught fire over there. And we're in uninteresting stuff here. Okay. So I thought there used to be a way to shop by what's new at the hookup tackle, and I don't believe that is actually true. So it's a challenge for me to navigate other than just by shopping by category or by brand. And then I find that I'm doing a whole lot of wandering. So I don't really want to do that right now. So tell me what to look up or we'll move on. All right. Bruce Nichols, my man, what's up, dude? What's up? Brendan says the eye by eye shad. Okay, maybe I need to look that up. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good price. If you don't already have Whopper Ploppers, then you might as well. Yeah, the OSP Mylar Minnow isn't one that has really ever appealed to me. But that's just my there's something about it for me that just doesn't do it. Sorry. Okay, so let's see what we got in the cart. let's look for the eye by eye shad first. Um, Now shoot, what size or what type do you go for? This guy would be the one that I get, the type R, because it only runs 3 to 4 feet. So yeah, that would be what I would get. That black hole color looks sweet. Clear hot tiger. So a lot of these are in stock. I'm sure that you like the other eye by eye shads, not this type R. That is the shallower runner. But I mean, these look nice. I just don't know why specifically you recommend the eye by eye shad. Um, a new level of high pitch slash screw roll action is maybe why it's considered to be unique. But they've got 3 different versions. The TX. This is a 4-meter diver. I don't need a bait that can go 15 feet. It's a smaller body than I would have thought, though. It says it's just like 57 millimeters or something like that. What about this dude? Yeah, 1/4 ounce. Interesting. Dude, Brennan, you're gonna have to tell me more about that. Why, dude? Why though? Which version of the eye by eye shad is the one to get, and why? And why that bait over other baits, right? If I'm looking in my cart right now at the hookup, I've got not too many things. I've got 4 baits in there. I've got that new Suwitch that's $40. I've got the Erie 115 high floating jerk bait from Nishini. After the Labor Day sale, that's $17. I've got the Blitz SSR. After the sale, that's $17.84. And I've got the Nishini Simcoe 75, which after the sale is $14.02. So these 4 things still add up to $88.85. So I'm going to go ahead and move on, and we'll go to Tackle Warehouse to wrap up this shopping adventure. And then I'm going to make these purchases tonight when we get off. I just don't want you seeing my credit card information, stuff like that. We are, rounding these carts out as we're on here. So I apologize that this isn't quite as interactive as it would ordinarily be. Perhaps I'm not responding to each and every comment of yours, but I hope you kind of like the wandering around the website, seeing kind of what I like, what I don't, noticing the prices, the sales, stuff like that. Daniel, I think you only need to spend $50 at the hookup to get free shipping, dude. I don't need another bait. Oh, you're right. Free shipping on orders over $100. Thank you for pointing that out, dude. I do gotta spend another $12. Okay. Well, sweet. Thank you for letting me know. So Matt says, I like the shallow eye by eye shad. It excels really well near small rock and current, and actually does pretty good near grass. Okay. Brendan says it has great action for fall time fishing, a smaller presentation for matching the bait fish. It gets down fast, and you can do a burn, stop, retrieve. Nice. Good to hear. $100 now to get free shipping at the hookup. It's a dang shame. Not anymore. All of us who were buying $50 and $60 worth of stuff, now we're going to be spending $100 and $120 worth of stuff. So Yeah, I don't blame them. With how good their shipping is, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised either, JP. Matt, Tiger's your favorite color? It is a good color for sure. All right, let's move on to the warehouse of tackle. See if I can share that with you as well. Chrome tab, tackle warehouse. Okie doke. Sorry about that. Labor Day sale, 15% off almost everything. Now, I have cheated a little bit here with Tackle Warehouse, and what I've done ahead of time over the course of the last few weeks or last month or so is I have added to a wish list. And I told you guys about the wish lists maybe a month ago or so, but on Tackle Warehouse, when you're shopping, um, let's say we just grab a flatworm, for example, and we see that they're making the flatworm in a color that we absolutely love, and it's the Gobiyashi, and we don't already have it. So what we want to do is remind ourselves, if we're not going to make a purchase right now, instead of adding it to the cart, we're going to instead add one to wish list, and we're going to add it to a wish list here. If we don't have wish lists, or we don't have a wish list that we want to add it to, what we're going to do is create a new wish list. Say you're not a robot, and add the name of the wish list. And wish list, and you could just create it, add to wish list, and then it'll be in your list of wish lists. Then you can come to your wish list. You're limited to 100 wish lists. Right now, I've got maybe a dozen or 15. And one of them is this Labor Day 2022. So let's first wander for a minute, and then I'll show you kind of what's in my wish list, what's on my radar right now at Tackle Warehouse. So always got to look at what's new at Tackle Warehouse. Quick peek at what's featured. These are companies spending money to have their baits be on the front page, and you have to take that with a grain of salt. So naked chatterbait, interesting for sure. But two of them for 12 bucks, I'm not sure. The Molex glide bait, this bluegill profile glide bait, is one that interests me, I will say. I have seen it a little bit on social media, and I'm curious. This shiny bluegill color looks pretty tight. This is a 5.5-inch bait that weighs 2.25 ounces. So it's going to be a relatively big bait, but not overly so. And I'm curious about it. Now, to the point of 30 bucks, I don't know for certain. But let's see if and when we add one to our cart, what does that price become? $24.22. So maybe just low enough for me to try it. This Cyclone Prop Junior topwater bait from Spro is one that I showed you guys last month. I bought it from Discount Tackle, and I have fished with it once or twice so far, and I think it's interesting. I like the placement of the hooks. It makes a good sound. It's a good bait, but it's really more of a whopper plopper that makes a buzz bait sound than anything else because of its two treble hooks. But it's made by Spro. It's got Gamakatsu hooks. Uh, it's compelling, but I haven't caught anything on it yet. So the fat flirt worm is one that at a certain point I do want to get and try out. This is just, a fat shaky head style straight tail worm. Reaction Innovations 8 1/4 inch worm. So is now the time to get it? I don't know. I can't see this super close. So maybe what I need to do is zoom out so that when I click on one of these, it zooms in for me a little bit. I don't know if you guys can even see that well. It's not zooming in very well for me. So let's see what we can do to get in there. Magic Morning. Holy shnikes. Magic Cross Swirl. Junebug. Always works. Plum Fruit Cup. It's a good name. It's very red color. Tramp Stamp is always good. Reaction Innovations has good colors. They're hard to choose from. The Magic Cross Swirl is solid. Hot Tamales, too red. Blank Check, I do like. Oh, Black Light. Oh, how do you not love Black Light? All right, so Black Light it is. Sorry. Not sorry about it. 526 after the sale. Pretty good deal. Geekrack Bellows Shad. This is a new bait. It's the Bellows gill, but with a narrower profile. It's not quite as wide. So theoretically, it'll make a slightly better swim jig or chatterbait trailer. Just be a little bit slimmer, resemble a little bit wider range of bait fish. Probably going to be a good bait. So looks like they're making it in a couple of slightly different colors. This dark matter color looks different. AJ's Juice, I don't think was a color they had. But this Muddy Gill looks legit to me. And I just want to see what this bait looks like in comparison to the Bellows Gill. Okay, so those are the featured baits. Actually, a couple that caught my eye. So sometimes that happens. Let's see. Goodness, I thought I kicked some of these people out. What's going on here, guys? Can we block these people? 69 mega. Who's tired of being alone, guys? Brendan, I did not get any slobber knockers, dude. That's funny. Brendan says, I always added this stuff to my cart and took a few pics of it all. Yeah, I've done that before as well. I've got a lot of photos on my phone that are the same way, dude. So I hear you. Who doesn't add stuff to their cart and then leave it there, and a couple days later their cookies all clear, and so does the cart. It's unfortunate when that happens. All right, Brendan, good night, sir. I know it's getting late. Sorry, guys. We won't stay on too much longer. We've been on for an hour and a half, but let's keep moving. There were one or two things on here that I wanted to show you. Maybe we'll do this backwards and I'll explain how I found everything or why I'm interested in them. So I'm going to show you my Labor Day 2022 wish list. Okay. So Reaction Innovations Vixen makes the list. You know, newer bait to the market, sold out very quickly in every color, everywhere that it was available, kind of right away. I did not jump on that. I feel mixed about it, especially for $25. It's kind of crazy, especially to not get a color that you really want. Bone would probably be my first choice in color, but I'm fine to try out this lush color, which is like a sexy shad type of color. And whoop. Let's make this big enough for you guys to be able to see. Pretty slick looking color, so we'll give that a shot. Called Lush. And I'm sorry that I'm having to zoom like this so much just to be able to show you guys a reasonable view of things. So also in the cart, I've got some of the Z-Man micro baits. So the tiny ticklers in the hot snakes color. So these are just the ticklers, but in a downsized version, 1.75 inches. So they're doing that with the micro TRD and the ticklers, tiny ticklers. So add a couple of those. The stingers, this is that bait I was talking about, but they've got it in stock in a lot of different colors. I love this purple death color from Z-Man. And then they've got this larva bait, which is super wild looking. I like it in black, but that's sold out right now. So just get it in the motor oil color. Motor oil. And get some jig heads. I already ordered these 1/30th ounce red heads from Discount Tackle. So that's pretty sweet. Already got these Bellows shads in the cart. The Yum forward facing sonar minnow. This is a new bait that Jason Christie used during the Bassmaster Classic. Very straightforward drop shot bait here with a forked tail and just a shad profile. So, well, minnow profile, if you will. $3.50 for a pack of like 10 of them. So why not give it a shot? Is what I figure, at least to check them out and see what they are like. So add a pack in the IU color, $2.97. I mean, that is hard to beat. Now, the NetBait bait fuel infused baits. I want to check out a couple more profiles of baits that they have. And so the tube was one that appeals to me. And what's cool about these tubes is that actually it's a unique ratio that's like 60% tentacle, 40% body, or yeah, look at that 40% body, 60% tail material. So I like that. You can get a longer tube that's not going to have a significant amount of body. So a 4-inch tube might fish more like a 3.5-inch. So this 10 point color was one that caught my attention. and was on my wish list. So I'm going to try that tube from NetBait. Set the hook. I've got the X Zone Ned Zone Nico size. So this is a 4.5-inch version of the Ned Zone. I really, really love the Ned Zone as a Ned rig bait. Very high floating, super soft, quality bait. Awesome colors, good scent. Everything is good about it. So now they're making it in a 4.25-inch length that is made to use on a Nico rig. So in my opinion, I want to try for some more solid colors. So I'm going to go with green pumpkin blue flake and a straight black. I know that that's maybe not what you might do, but it's what I'm going to do. I've got the Missile Baits Magic Worm. This is a new bait this year. Hand poured by Robo Worm for Missile Baits. So these have that layered look like you'd get with Robo Worm, and they've got some pretty wild looking colors. So this John's Juice color was the one that appeals most to me. It's like a variation of Morning Dawn, but with a dark bottom layer there. So that is going to be the color that I get in this bait, but they've got a lot of really cool ones. So John's Juice. But those come 15 to a pack, but retail for $11 per pack. So you're kind of spending a little bit more money. It's almost like they're roping you into buying 2 packs of baits at once, which is an interesting model, that they're doing that. The 6 Sense Glitch is a bait that I've had on my radar for a couple months now, but haven't made an order from 6 Sense since they've been out. So this is a bait that I want to try, but it looks like it's sold out in 4 of the 6 colors. So I was just going to grab 1 pack of each of these guys. They're already cheap as it is. $3.99 a pack for 10 in a pack. So now they're $3.39. Let me go ahead and see what you guys are commenting. JP, I did not notice that. That's interesting, though. And he said he didn't want to support brands that are bad for the fishing industry. Huh. I wonder. I did not see that. Bruce says, never tried a drop shot. Guess I need to. Yeah, you do, man. Dave Jolly, have yourself a good rest of your night, man. All right, so let's wrap this up. Chick Magnet Green Gizzard Shad, isn't that what I had in my cart from Discount Tackle? We can remove that. It was cheaper from Discount Tackle anyway, so that's awesome. What else do we got on this wish list? Maybe just a couple of things here. The Jenko Tremor Shad. This is a chatterbait trailer slash whatever you call it. I should know what I'm talking about. Scrounger. This is a scrounger bait, but they make it in all sorts of sizes, ranging from 3.5 to 7 inches. And some of these are on sale already. So this Spark color is on sale for $4.97. Get the 4-inch, 5 to a pack. And those go down even lower, down to $4.22 per pack. So you can get stuff that's on sale or on clearance already, and the sale will apply on top of that. So, a couple of Bomber Flat A's. I really like these Gen 2 colors of the Bomber um Flat A's and the Bomber uh, Fat Free Shads. And just the Model A's in general. So the Flat A was one that I wanted to get one or two of these colors. Uh, get a transparent shaddy type of color, and then get more of a wild craw type of color. They're $4 each, on sale for $3.39 a pop. That is so cheap for a crankbait. Can't even believe it. This is a swim bait that I stumbled across, and I'm not sure how, but you guys tell me, have you seen this swim bait yet? It's called the Cast Prodigy swim bait. Definitely has an interesting looking body shape to me. Looks appealing. So this is one that I'm curious to try out. But what's most surprising is it comes in a 3-inch and a 4.1 inch. So for the body style, I'm surprised at how small these baits actually are. So I'm kind of curious to try these out, and they make them in some cool colors. So I was looking at just getting the bigger size in the white pearl color. $7.64, and you get 6 in a pack. So why not? The Evergreen Flat Force was a bait that it's been a favorite of mine for a long time. Looks like they're putting out some new colors of it, but these are either not in stock or have not become available yet. And then aside from that, the standard colors are on sale for $12.98, down from $15.99. So that's a good deal. But once you add them to your cart, it goes even cheaper. So I have a lot of these colors already. And I'm tempted to either get the cold shad or like the panfish. What if we did the cold shad? $12.98, add it to the cart, goes in for $11.03. The thing retails for $15.99. That's a good deal. This is a soft plastic that has been on my radar for a long time, but I've never pulled the trigger on. This is a bait by Castaic. So kind of a smaller brand, but this is a Ned rig bait made from an elastomer style plastic. And it's hard for me to tell just how round this bait is or if it's flat. I don't know. But they make this in a 3, a 5, a 7, and a 10-inch long size. So they come 8, 5, 3, and 2 to a pack. Really interesting that they make this bait in the really long sizes, given that it's elastomer. So I think that's pretty interesting and kind of cool. So maybe get one in the 5-inch in the June bug and one in the 10-inch in the green pumpkin, just for the heck of it. Um, and then the last thing was the Molex Stick Flex. This is the exact same situation as what we just experienced with the X Zone, Ned Zone, Nico size. So they've made this Stick Flex, which was just a Ned rig bait, a 2.75-inch long bait, and now they make it in a 4.5-inch size and in a couple of different color patterns, some laminates. So this watermelon silver shad looks pretty sweet. But ultimately, I'm probably just going to get the 4.5-inch in green pumpkin, knowing that it's going to be the most versatile for me. So that's 23 things in my cart for a total of $148. That's roughly what I had in the wish list. And I don't know that I'm going to purchase everything that's in the cart right now. I might take a couple things or a bunch of things out of here to round out the purchase, because I do kind of want to make one purchase from Tackle Warehouse, one from the hookup, and one from Discount Tackle, which is why I made a point to go on to all of these websites tonight during this live stream and show you guys my thought process and some of the things that are of interest to me right now from each of these websites. So that's going to be it for my shopping spree, if you will. I'll be spending somewhere between $100 and $200. Maybe a little bit more. We'll see when all is said and done. So that's going to do it. And I'm just going to wrap it up here. It's 11 o'clock my time. I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. So let's just wrap it up right there, guys. But thank you so much for hanging out. Super appreciate it. Just wanted to stop in, let you guys know that I am, in fact, doing just fine. You don't need to worry about me. Just been busy. So I'll see you again real soon. Thank you guys so much for your support. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment after it actually processes. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Happy Labor Day.